can you do it with a power cut? Make a video with really bad lighting. 2008 wasn't the worst year of my life, but it also wasn't the best. I lost a friend in a car accident at the end of the previous year, which made 2008 have a bit of a rocky start. I was told by the faculty of my university that I wasn't performance material and that I should major in education. My best friend transferred schools, and I met Mannings. Mannings were the better half of my year. If anything, a beautiful distraction. But I don't know, the best moment of 2008. Taking into consideration all that happened this year, I guess I'm reluctant to admit that it's not surprising that the best moment of 2008 involved a boy. Moments with him were the best moments of 2008, and to find a specific one that I'm willing to share is hard enough. So I would have to say that, okay, this is cheesy, but the best moment of 2008 was when I took the pads of my fingertips and touched the back of his hand. It was like I could breathe again. I didn't realize I was holding my breath until that moment. I didn't realize that I felt unsafe before that moment. I was making some kind of contact with him. I mean, the way you feel when you hold someone's hand, you can feel that with anyone, you know? I hold hands with my best friend all the time. And you can spend a year under the silly delusion that you're madly in love with someone based off the way you feel in their arms. How you feel that you two are the only ones in existence, and how the world stops turning and time stops altogether. They could just be a good hugger, you know? But when my hand, the pads of my fingertips, touched the back of his hand, it speaks volumes about how you feel. That's how you know you're in the deep. At the risk of sounding cheesy, Danny, I can relate to how it feels to be free. Because it was like, by 2 years, self-imprisonment. Put there by shells, just walls of bitterness, and until that moment, it was like all those walls were broken down, and I touched him. It was like he was my freedom from all that. Ever heard of Waldo Emmerson? The guy was an essayist, transcendentalist thinker. He wrote a couple of essays about shizzle. Smart guy. Thinks a lot. He lived in a time of war. I think it was the Civil War, and times then were the same as times now, kind of, in the sense that You pay your taxes and the taxes go to the war. Nothing different. But Ralph Waldo Emerson didn't support the war, so he didn't pay his taxes. He didn't see the need to if he didn't support the war, and he thought that those who supported the war should pay taxes and those who didn't do. So he didn't, and he got thrown in jail. And he wrote how funny, not funny, but the irony of how the government and the authority believe that by imprisoning the body, you therefore imprison the mind. He wrote how the mind has no limitations. You can't imprison the mind with the four walls of a prison cell. He knew he didn't do anything wrong. And although you can imprison the body, you can't imprison the mind.